What's up, Herbalists? This is Mason with the Herb Rally Podcast. Today's episode is brought to you by Herbal Medics University. They're a branch of the Human Path, which is a survival school. It's focused around the survival of our human species. Their classes are sustainability and earth-centric, and at the same time, they're also very practical and realistic. They're structured similarly to a university in that they have core paths as well as electives. All of their courses are focused on self-sustainability, and the subjects that fit into that focus span a very wide range as well as an amazing depth in each subject. Please visit them online at HerbalMedics.University. If you'd like to hear more great herbal content like this, feel free to subscribe in whatever podcast player you may have. Rankings and reviews are also very appreciated. Thanks y'all for listening, and I hope you enjoy.
Hi, I'm Sam Coffman with the Human Path, and today we're going to talk about Yarrow for 5 minutes. Yarrow is one of these beautiful little perennial white ray flowers with sort of yellowish disc flowers in the aster family. And we find it growing anywhere and almost everywhere in North America. It's going to grow, it likes grasslands a lot, it likes a lot of sun. You'll find it growing in a lot of the same places that you'd find sunflower growing, actually. And it is just one of those, in fact, some places it's considered to be an invasive species. I don't know if I'd go that far, but it'll spread. So it spreads through the rhizomatically, and it also spreads by seed really easily. The seeds will drop off and literally germinate the same season. So once you get it going in your garden, like I have it here, you almost can't stop it. And what I'll do is I'll actually dig out clusters and then put them on to other places out on our school campus or other places where the soil needs work. And it's great. It's because it grows in just about a variety of soil conditions and really, really well. And it helps the soil out a little bit too. And plus it's great for pollinators. All pollinators love it. So this is a plant that we use pretty much anything from the root all the way up to the seed. I use it all, everything. I will use pretty much all of it analogously, not completely. There's a few differences, but most of that. The flower and the seed we'll use more for if we want to distill it for essential oils, but otherwise we can use it fresh. We can use it dried. We can make wound powders out of it. We can make salves out of it. I use it in sprain and strain salves. We can use it in tinctures, we can use it in glycerites, we can use it in oxymels and syrups and essential oils, like I said. It just spread about anywhere. Contraindications are, be a little careful in the first trimester of pregnancy. It's a little bit of a uterine stimulant. And then it also, some people can have sensitivity because of the sesquiterpene lactones. They can get a little bit photosensitivity after they take it for a little while. Medicinal uses of this plant are just legion, but let's cover some of the basic ones. And the best way to do this is with a chart where we can put down on the left-hand side, let's put down the different body systems that we might want to, that we can deal with, and then across the top, let's go ahead and put all the different things that we can do, kind of some of the major categories, the major kind of paradigm categories that we get when we're working with herbs. This is sort of a general way to do it, but also be able to be specific when we start thinking about how the same plant works similar ways in different organ systems. So wound healing, it speeds up the inflammation and creates new blood vessels, angiogenesis, through its ability to kind of clear out clots and clear out problems, right? And moves our system through that. It does similar things in the urinary tract in the sense that it unclogs and helps as a diuretic. It also helps that in that aspect of urinary tract infections. It's very useful that way. It is also does similar things in the female reproductive tract in the sense of let's say amenorrhea, where or just moving out spotty periods and just where there's kind of congestion. And it does the same thing in the circulatory tract. We can do that, and also cholagogue. It moves the digestive tract really well. It's also famous as an astringent for hemostasis, which means to stop bleeding. It is an anti-infective in the urinary tract because of its astringency for other reasons as well. It helps balance the uterine tone and helps balance the urothelium as well as the uterine tone of the uterus. And it helps to tighten blood vessels externally as an astringent, for instance, with something like hemorrhoids or with varicose veins. And then also it's got this astringent quality to as an antispasmodic, helps with the digestive tract in general. And this can be something for even like for say dysentery and pain and spasms from that. Okay, it's also very restorative, famous as a restorative herb, right? Tissue proliferation is what happens after inflammation stage of wound healing, and it's very useful for that as we move into tissue proliferation. It helps to rebuild the urothelium in a UTI as well, kind of these micro lesions from a colonization of bacteria. It is a great hormonal balancer. It's got phytosterols that help balance that, as well as vitalizing the circulation of the blood system in general, as not just a diaphoretic, but also to help get all kinds of energy out there to vasodilation of the peripheral vascular system, which helps with a lot of different things that have to do with our circulatory system and even our heart. And then also will help, like a bitter, even though it's not specifically considered a bitter, it also will help to increase the appetite, as it's a cholagogue and helps stimulate the liver to do what the liver does best in terms of how it helps our digestive tract. So that's been it. That's been a 5-minute brain dump of Yarrow. I hope you liked it. If you did, then go ahead and follow us on Vimeo and YouTube, and we'll have more of these coming down the pike for sure.